Yes, it's that time again. We're starting a brand new modded series in City Skylines 2, Redcliff City. I want this series not to just be one city, but multiple towns and cities connected together. I want Redcliff to be an 80s style city based off Anchorage, Alaska and Salt Lake City in Utah. A city that really shows its past, a city with a big story, a city with a big history. Welcome to Redcliff City. Hey everybody, I'm Off the Edge and this is Redcliff City. Now we're starting off with a wonderful map. This map is Puffin Bay created by Claire Bear Stare. Shout out to you, that's amazing map creation right there. And we're going to get started by just fixing up this highway and connecting it into our city. I'm feeling that the style of just uneasy roads that go everywhere, it's barely even planned, is a really good style for our city because in reality it's just all grids or maybe partially grids. But I feel like that there needs to be some sort of variation here and there. But don't worry because I've got all the city planned into my head and it's going to be great. The road layout is looking good, and by good I mean crazy wild. Yes, I want the city to be absolutely different from any other city, and I think I've got kind of the vibe of what I'm going for. But yes, this still is 80s and there needs to be some order, some grid, because everything was new back then. Everything was, wow, this is amazing, and that's what I want to capture in this series. Here comes the trickiest part, laying out all of the little roads in the city. I want to approach city planning as like a grid, except just utterly distort that grid so much that you can't even tell that there was any order in the first place. Since this city is very coastal, I'm thinking we should have like a port where lots of boats can come in, maybe a key for like a ferry system. That would be very, very cool. It's time to get cracking. We can start by just placing lots of different types of office, commercial and industrial buildings and splicing some low rent housing as well. I really like the look of this asset right here. It perfectly captures what I'm envisioning for this city, like small office blocks. I'm liking the look of the city skyline so far. If we just continue adding more buildings, I think this will turn out extremely well. I'm just going to add lots of concrete in the grass gaps in the city because in the 80s people weren't that concerned about green spaces, trees or climate change. They weren't really aware of what was going on. And oh boy, this asset here is the perfect thing I was looking for. Like just one big skyscraper that I can add in this city. This is like the most 80s building I've probably ever seen in City Skylines vanilla. Also, this is the time where I named our city Redcliff City, and I named it Redcliff City by accident, which was a spelling mistake, and only now replaying it, I recall spelling it wrong, so yeah, just letting you know. And here at the backside of the city, I've decided that I will make a nice custom car park for this building right here. Now, with the mod, I forgot what it's called, but it allows you to just like place car parks like how you did in developer mode, like custom car parks, which I think is very, very cool. I also need to vegetate the place, and right opposite of this parking space is a park which has lots of trees, and that's probably what this car park area would probably serve for. And I might as well split this park into two just to add another building into the mix. As they say, more buildings equals more realism. Actually, I don't even think they say that. Just as we were doing before, I'm just going to fill in the gaps with more offices because we want to get this as clumped together as possible. And that's what I really want for this city area, but as we get further out into the suburbs, yeah, it'll be very spread out. Feeling that we have to expand out a little bit more just to get some more lower sized buildings out there so we get a nice smooth transition of the skyline. I knew the city was missing something, and what it was is another high-rise building. This is probably going to be a hotel, and this is going to be probably one of the most attractive parts of the city where most people will stay, and it's going to be a very luxury hotel as well. For detailing purposes, I'm going to add a non-functional cruise ship at the very front of the city to act like lots of people and tourists have gotten here from a cruise ship and are enjoying the scenery. Our city is looking spectacular right now. This city is probably one of my favorite cities I've made and the nicest looking cities as well. Stay tuned for next episode because we'll be working on the suburban areas and a large port and industrial area on the other side of the city. Stay tuned for that, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And I'll see you next time. See ya!